It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny, and this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Penny, a first down carry. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson to throw. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 11. From the gun, a give to Penny. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
makes it 3rd and 3.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 8 yards. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Now Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really?
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Cardinals nothing. Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
9-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is Penny. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. And now it's 3rd down. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
14.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He was brought down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they try the right side here. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yep.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 11 yards there, first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field.
And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun now from Murray. Able to find Isabella. And the ball is knocked out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake in the ball and knock it free.
The Falcons' leading tackler a season ago, Devondre Campbell, gets another one there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
On third down, Wilson. Now they're staring at a fourth down as Arizona's defense does its job.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Myers able to knock it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny, when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Makes the score.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Wilson.
Looks for Lockett once more. This time he's got him.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. It's a big play there for Seattle. 55 yards.
At the 20-yard line.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Penny. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Wilson buying time to his left. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
On the throwaway. It's now 4th down. And
so they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Myers' kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Now a handoff looking right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd.
2-yard line.
Play fake. Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, if they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime, they're fortunate to retain possession.
35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 45-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Penny. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They keep it with Penny on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
To at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
14.
Again, it's Penny. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want him to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
Now it's Penny. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
It's Wilson on the option. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants in the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one caught by Isabella. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, Murray finds the open target, Arnold. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
13 yards. It's 2nd down.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Operating from the gun, Murray, flush to his right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
32-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the run, it's Penny. He'll have another first down and more. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So that'll back him up 5. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be second and goal.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Second down and goal. Wilson, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
The tackle by Zach Allen. No gain on the play.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. This to make it a 3-score game late.
A 26-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go. And this is taken in at the 5. drive. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Murray.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 6.
Play action. Now Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Is good. Makes the score Seahawks 38. Cardinals
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
And right away, he'll look to throw. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
49-yard line.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. They'll run it again with Penny. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll move the chains.
At the 44-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
Double time. We got three, fellas. We got three. Mike's part 9. Mike's part 9. You can't block me.
And they will take a knee here. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Mike's 59. It's just me and you. 59 Mike. Check. 59.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Seahawks, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off